This is Twin Heights, the Freehold project right with Shaw Plaza, a mixed D development. 3 bedrooms right here, gigantic hall size, super huge enclosed kitchen. So in apartments that were done in the so in Now this is Twin Heights, the Freehold project right with Shaw Plaza, a mixed D development. And Shaw Plaza right now is undergoing a massive renovation and revamp that will be ready by 2022. We're heading up to this Freehold 3-bedroom apartment at 1,420 square feet. You're gonna love this project right here because there's so many good things packed within this Freehold apartment. And follow PropertyLimBrothers for this home tour. Let's go! So if you have not seen Twin Heights before, this is one of the rare opportunities for you to have a look at these 3 bedrooms right here. I'm going to bring you first to this view first because this is fronting towards the entire Balestier Road. Now right on the left hand side, that will link you towards Lavender. Now if you look towards the other angle, that is where Zhongshan Mall is, and you can see a couple of high-rise apartments right along the Balestier side as well. Now right opposite towards me, right through these 2 buildings, that is of course the start point of District 11, and that's where Novena is. That is of course where the entire health city Novena will be over the next 10 years, and that will be completed by 2030 estimation. This is going to be one of the largest health cities in Singapore. In fact, it's going to combine Tan Tock Seng with a medical school with a host of different medical facilities right there. Of course, a lot of people are looking forward to the formulation of the entire health city Novena. Twin Heights was a project that was developed by Shaw Properties. Now you might not have seen a lot of the Twin Heights apartments. Now the key reason is because a lot of the residents here, they are not letting go of their unit. Now the key reason why our owners are letting go of this very nice apartment is because they are moving on to a bigger place. Twin Heights was completed in the year 1999. Total of 132 units right here. Now let's bring out the site model and distribution chart because this is a very interesting architecture. What surprises me the most is that the moment when we drove in, it just feels like we're entering into a hotel lobby. So project size 132 units. Now this is a mixed development, so interestingly it has linkage through basement 1 to Shaw Plaza, which is undergoing a major renovation and revamp right now. In fact, you can see from here, that is the entire revamp renovation of Shaw Plaza. Futuristic design of this is simply beautiful. I think it's going to mimic a little bit like some of the very modern malls. There are 5 stories in terms of the mall and 2 stories of annexes that link directly to Shaw Plaza because there was a little bit of delay because of COVID situation, but this is going to be completed by 2022, and I think it's going to rejuvenate the entire area. So Twin Heights is a mixed D development, and you have 2 towers as the name suggests. And if you were to bring out the architectural design of the entire tower, it's a very interesting concept because level 4 and 5, which is the start point of the residential zoning, those are 2-beders, which is about 1,002 plus square feet. In fact, the entire lobby area has a ceiling height up to level 3, which explains the reason why the first residential level starts from level 4. But interestingly, starting from level 6 to level 19, that is where 3-beders are located. And then in terms of the 4-beders, penthouses, there are 4 of them located right at the top of the building, and those penthouses occupies level 20 and 21. Now, 3-beders, they form the middle bulk of the entire building height. All 3-beders are the same size at 1,420 square feet, which is simply unheard of in today's context because for 3-beders to hit this size, you're gonna have so much square footage packed within the floor plan. In fact, if you visit most new launches today, 4-beders are definitely at about 1,300-1,400 square feet. Some of the 5-beders are already being configured using the 1,400 to 1,500 square feet kind of square footage space. As we walk through the place later and we bring out the floor plan, you're going to realize that this home has almost every singular kind of configuration and space planning that you will want in your apartment. So what was Balestier in the past? Now, Balestier has a rich heritage and history. So in the past, it was primarily sugar tree plantations, and then it evolved into actually a very nice entertainment region. Now, Balestier was also named after an American diplomat called Joseph Balestier, and that gave rise to the name of this entire road. And back then in the 60s and 70s, Shaw Plaza was occupying the site area that contains the President and Hoover theatres, and those were the theatres also developed by Shaw themselves. A lot of people come here for movies, they come here for food because there were a lot of pop-up food stores as well, and that gives a heritage and history of Balestier Balestier as a very prominent food hub. And originally what the developer gave was already very premium fittings and fixtures. Let's have a look at the granite flooring right here, and then later as we head on to the bathrooms, there are marble finishings as well. So in total, this is a 3-bed, 3-bath apartment. What you get is that you get a gigantic hall size, because apartments that were built in the 1990s era, this was TOP in 1999, closing on to the year 2000 era, there were no popularity of having that balcony kind of concept. So you get all space being built into the livable space. You get a gigantic dining space as well, super huge enclosed kitchen, super huge yard. You get a helper's room right at the back. You even have a back door for easy access from your live-in helper to bring in groceries or maybe deliveries from the back. You also have a WC in the yard zone, and most importantly, you get a storeroom that's easily located right along your living room zoning. So because of the sheer size of this L-shaped hall and dining space, you get this very nice foyer zoning with an indentation in the floor plan space for you to build and construct this full height shoe cabinetry system right here. The moment you enter, this is the view that you get. So if you notice, about 5 years back, I almost spent a tidy sum to build in a lot of carpentry features, and I would say there are a lot of carpentry features right here within the renovation. And even after the carpentry was being built, you still can feel the full size of it. You don't feel that it's very packed with woodwork. Firstly, the renovations were very tastefully done. It's a more timeless, woody, cozy feel kind of design, and that includes the entire TV console space as well as this storage space that fronts towards the dining zone. Balestier is such an interesting space. This is located at District 12. In the olden days, there were no zonings like OCR, CCR, RCR kind of zoning. So only in the last 20 years, then people start talking about, hey, where is OCR, RCR, and CCR? And we all want to know, where are you buying? Because that is a very important indication of how are the prices moving within certain districts and regions. We are at the last brim of this RCR zoning that is at the next tier towards the CCR belt, because right beside District 12, that will be District 11, the start point of Novena. And why is that important is because some buyers, they love to go for the RCR region because that is already living in the city fringe area without living in the city itself, and you don't have to pay for prices in the CCR zoning. You are looking at prices within the RCR zoning. But of course, if you have looked a lot into our investor series and podcasts like Nuggets on the Go, we talk a lot about price disparity movement, and this is one such project that we think has that disparity effect, and of course the trifecta effect as well. You are looking at the CCR zoning right across the street, and that's the start point of D11. And what this means is that in terms of pricing, some of the Balestier apartments, they have not moved up in a certain range, and we are already starting to see that price differential even within the entire Balestier zoning as well, because pricing right here, it ranges all the way from about $1,100, $1,200 per square foot to the high-end tier of about $2,000 to $2,100 per square foot for some of the newer apartments right here. So there is a disparity forming along the Balestier zoning. Later, we're going to dive in more on the pricing analysis. Meantime, I want to share with you that this dining space is fantastic in the sense that if I were to redesign the entire place, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to allow an entire width of an island that is going to be planted right here along this wall. So you can push out an island along this side, all the way perhaps until around this region here to flush right before your storage room. This allows for a dry kitchen kind of concept. We are also going to shift the dining table right against this wall. Perhaps you can put in like a 6-seater or 8-seater against the wall there, having this dining space popping up along this side. If you don't need this bifold wall, you can technically remove this partition as well. That's going to give you that triangular entertainment zoning that you're looking at if you want to do a little bit of island top, having an induction cooker right here. And as you come into the kitchen, I don't see this type of kitchen anymore in newer apartments. The key reason is because the kitchen size perhaps is only about 1/3 of this kitchen size. So renovation is still tip-top condition. The entire kitchen was remodeled and revamped. Wall tile, flooring, the entire countertop, kitchen cabinetry, these are all new, and it's like 4.5 years to 5 years back. Now you have a double sink system here, turbo, cooker hood and hob, and then bottom cabinetries, all are very well kept. 2 rows of pull-ups on here and here. L-shaped kind of corner, which is great because you can put in a lot of different appliances here. Top hungs are all done. There's false ceiling and downlights being done. Fridge space space, ample. Can definitely go up a little bit higher if you want a bigger fridge. Door to separate the dining and the kitchen for very heavy cooking. And you can still look through towards the living room or dining area if your kids are doing homework right there. You're gonna love this yard space, internal refuse system. And actually only some of the very premium properties will get the back door access. And usually back door access are reserved for like the largest apartment in a given condominium. And you get this space where you can put in your washer come dryer. A lot of ventilation over here as well. Helper's room with a nice set of windows. WC bathroom that has been re-renovated. Actually a very good sized WC bathroom. So that acts as your third bathroom. And you get so much space that your family can walk around. In fact, the space is so huge that you can even put in the piano right here in the living room. And having this L-shaped sofa here. When the apartment size is on such a huge square footage like this at 1420 square feet, now the maintenance fee is about $360 per month. As you head downstairs later, you will notice that the lap pool is just like the lap pool of a hotel. Level 2 gymnasium, changing room right there on level 1 that overlooks towards pool area. And this entire project is just mimicking like how you're going to live in a very premium hotel. Although there are only 132 units, you have basement parking for the residents. And the basement is actually not accessible for shoppers in Shaw Plaza. So usually if you want to travel down there, just head on the basement 1, walk over to Shaw Plaza's basement 1, head up, and in future the supermarket is going to be right there. So in terms of the eateries right here, you have all the famous chicken rice, noodles and bak kut teh. You have Whampoa Food Market, Balestier Food Market, Whampoa Makan Market. You also have the Zhongshan Mall, a huge array of food already, plus supermarkets as well. This particular apartment hits that sweet spot. The apartment size is above 1,003 square feet. That formed the first apex of the trifecta triangle. Secondly, Twin Heights is freehold. Quantum price is below $2 million for a freehold, which is very difficult to find. Thirdly, that the per square foot is below 1,005 per square foot. So this is at 1,393 per square foot. It's not easy to find something that is huge in size. It's not easy to find something that has not burst the quantum of $2 million mark for a 3-bedder that's freehold. And the third thing is that it's not easy to find something that's below $1,500 per square foot. Now the reason is because if I were to take out the map, if I push backwards, that is further back into the RCR belt. You have Toa Payoh. Toa Payoh, one of the newest projects right there at Gem Residences, which is very close to the Bradder MRT station. That has just hit its TOP about 1 year ago, and it's a 99 development, beautiful project. Per square foot right there is already ranging at about $1,800 per square foot range. This is about 1,393 for freehold versus that at 99. If I were to stretch the entire Balestier, I compare some of the projects that are in the 2000s era and 2010 eras. Projects like the Art, which is about 1,700 plus per square foot. Vista Residences, 1,700 plus per square foot. You look at across the street, Monte Blue is also at closing in range about 1,008 plus per square foot for freehold. Down the street, the balance units for 3-bedroom premium for one of the newer new launch development called Verticus, that is going at about $2,000 to $2,200 per square foot. This right now definitely forms that trifecta triangle that we're talking about, because in terms of entry price for PSF play, you are getting in at something that is about 1,003 plus per square foot. And then if I were to zoom out on the entire picture of the OCR, RCR, CCR belt, we look at new launches performance for 99ers, which is gaining a lot of momentum in the last 2 years. OCR is ranging $1,400 to $1,700 for government land sales new launches projects which are 99 years, and then RCR is always at the range of about $1,700 to $2,100 per square foot for the new launches as well. And then CCR, as you head in, 99 years are doing at about $2,400 all the way to about $2,800 per square foot for the CCR new launches. Ranging all these factors combined on what is currently going in the current resale market plus the new launch market, buying something at about 1,300 plus per square foot, I think that's definitely pretty safe. And most importantly, this is a mixed D that has a new mall, and that upside potential in terms of the new mall being a mixed D with Twin Heights, it also gives you that branding that you're looking at, because when you tell people that you're living in Twin Heights, which is plug and play together with Shaw Plaza, that's going to be very interesting. Meantime, let's head towards the bedrooms. Super hard to find this kind of size. Later as we head to the other bedroom, you're gonna see a king bed planted right there. I mean, how often do you see a king bed in a common room? And what we like about this room is that currently this is now designed as a study, as an entertainment room. This is a place that our owners do their work at home. Kids can study right here. A little bit of sofa area for you to read. Now take note that the aircons has all been changed as well to Mitsubishi inverter system. And we like the huge span windows that goes up towards this ceiling. All the windows are all done with invisible grills, so you save probably close to about $6,000 to $7,000 on that just to do invisible grills. This carpentry bookshelf is beautiful. This is built in for you and it's pretty deep because you can go pretty deep in, and you want to maintain this as your carpentry work. You can still put in a nice size queen bed right here, and this can be a nice size bedroom. Let me show you the other room. Look at this. It's a king bed, and you have a 3-panel wardrobe right here that stretches all the way to the top. Now this is not a fake kind of wardrobe. It's really a top hung that allows you to put all your Lego sets and everything right there for your kids' room, and some IKEA furnitures right here which are movable. You can replace that with like a nice TV console, or you can just leave it blank. Still have a lot of walking space, and the moment you head towards the bedroom, these are all parquet flooring. Similarly, we like the view here because the view is all the same from the living to the bedrooms, and that is great. And then before we head in, I want to show you this small little kind of design feature. So in apartments that were done in the late 1990s towards the early 2000 eras, and especially in some of the hotels, you'll notice that before the change in materials from living, granite flooring to bedroom parquet, you have this separation tile right in the middle. This is to prevent expansion of the door frames as well, which might cause some cracks in your parquet flooring. So this is a very good preservation. In fact, before you head to the bathrooms as well, there's also this nice separation right there. As you come towards the master, notice that's how huge this master is. Right now this is just a queen bed, and go up to king, 2 side tables right there. We love the fact that there are no bay windows. Everything is usable space, no balcony. You have this nice double arc kind of TV console system with plugs over here. You can use this as a sitting area if you're not watching TV in a bedroom. Pull-outs for your clothing. 2 panels sliding with top hung cabinetry as well, and a bonus dresser. And on the floor plan, it's called dresser in the past. Modern day context, it's called walk-in wardrobe. So just notice how names change every 10 years. So you have open wardrobe system over here. This is like a hotel. Marble finishings, lower vanity, and then you have a bathtub with this very special system that our owners have installed. Aroma ozone hydrotherapy. We'll leave this here for you, and then you're gonna enjoy a little aromatherapy bubble right here. And the standing shower space, the door design is also very hotel-y feature. I think when this project was being launched, it's being launched as a very premium kind of feel. We really like that grand feel whenever you head home. This is the common shower. It's also big. A huge 2 panels mirrors. One is openable for you to put in your toiletries at the back. Bottom vanity storage as well. And then full marble right behind me. Look at this. You have pockets right here for you to put in your toiletries, ventilation window. Everything is very well maintained. And of course, within 1 kilometer, you have Homewood Primary School that is within the 700 odd meters radius. In terms of connectivity, Balestier is fantastic because you have both sides that flanks you towards the city. The right-hand side goes towards Novena Newton very quickly. That also connects backwards towards Lorne and Toa Payoh and TIE as well. The left-hand side brings you towards Lavender, followed by Marina and Suntec. You are actually right at the brim of the start point of CCR region, and this is currently on the disparity effect right now, 1,300 plus per square foot, and there's such a long way to go for its freehold status. So if you want to have a look at this place, give a call to Sean and Colleen, our listing managers. And most important, when you come by for the physical viewing, they're going to show you some key renovation ideas as well that you might want to have the moment you buy over this apartment. So do follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and also on TikTok as well for some fun content. Once again, thank you for staying with us throughout the home tour. My name is Melvin Lim, and as always, we're happy to show you the place. Meantime, take care. Now this is Twin Heights Shaw Plaza. In fact, one of the very rare. So in the past, it was primarily sugar tree plant. So in the past, it was primarily sugar tree plantations when the apartment size is such a, and especially when the apartment size is such a, and especially when the apartment size is on such a, I think super expensive carbon bike. All right.